Hey guys, welcome back to Millennial Fashionista TV. For today's video, we're going to talk about, and I'm going to show you how to achieve those big, beautiful, bold brows for a little less buck for your bang. Sephora released their new brow products, and each one is $12. And I would say that they're absolutely comparable to the Anastasia and Benefit brow products, if not better. So I'll take you step by step on how I get my massive, bold, beautiful brows. Let me just say that they were not always like that. I waxed them off in middle school, and it was pretty tragic. But through care and really spending some time with my brows, I was able to get at least 90% of that hair back. But now I think I've mastered how to really get them where they frame the face and they add so much to your makeup. First thing I recommend before even applying product to your face is taking a good look at your face in the mirror and figuring out exactly how you want to shape your brow and what brow shape would look best for you. How I personally do this is, first off, I take my spoolie and I just comb the brow just to see exactly where the hairs fit and how they fall naturally. So obviously, if we take a good look, most brows are like this. You have this part right here closest to the nose where the hair follicles kind of go up and then they fall a little more downward as you go. And also the brow is a lot lighter here. Well, not a lot, but the hairs aren't as closely packed together. So we have a nice ombre look to the natural brow. So you want to maintain that when you do your brows, and you want to kind of accentuate or mimic the way the hairs fall in the brow, because you don't want to look like you have a made up brow where it looks like makeup. You want to look like you have a natural brow and create strokes that look like hair follicles. So I'm going to show you how I do my brows, and I'm only going to do one because there's no need to film and show you this twice. I'm using only two products to do this. I'm using the Sephora retractable brow pencil, and it is waterproof, in the shade number 2 Nutmeg Brown. These little suckers are made in Germany, which I love knowing that things are made in Europe or the USA, because I know the quality standard is much higher than something made in China, for example. And I'll have them linked down below just so you guys know exactly. Also, before I get started, I want to mention that they have a huge color range, so you'll find the proper color for you. And actually, what I even like doing sometimes, especially since these are so affordable, is getting two different brow pencils and using the lighter one, like I said, because the natural brow has an ombre look to it, using the lighter one at the beginning and then going in with a dark one. But I don't think we need to do that today, so we're just going to use the one brow pencil, and then we're going to set our brows with the clear brow gel. So I combed my brow with the spoolie, and each brow pencil comes with this spoolie on one end, which is pretty classic for traditional brow products, and then it comes with the pencil on the other end. And actually, I'm curious to see how much product is in one of these pencils. Wow, that's a significant amount for $12. So that's really pretty good amount of product that you're getting for $12. Good job, Sephora. Okay, let's get started. Enough chatting, let's actually do the thing. Okay, so first what I like to do is look at my brow. Okay, I see the areas, gonna put my hair back, that I know I need to fill in. So I'm looking, the areas I see that are a little sparser are these areas right here. And then this one right here. And I like to create a more angular look to my brows. My natural brows kind of tend to have a more rounded end, but I like to create a little bit more of an angular line up here. So I go in and I outline first and foremost, just so I know where I'm coloring. Because obviously we don't want to color outside the lines for this. So we're drawing some lines to help guide us through the process. Now that I have my shape, I see where I need to go and fill in. So I typically start by my nose and I create hair-like strokes right here. And they don't have to be perfect because that's what sets you apart from having a made-up brow to a natural brow. You really just want to mimic the hair. And unruly always looks a lot more natural than super precise. This isn't the 90s anymore. We're not trying to have like thin little black lines for eyebrows. And then here, I kind of do the same thing. Like I was saying at the beginning, the hair is starting to fall down, so it's no longer up like it was here at the beginning. So that's how I'm drawing my brow, but I'm still not really drawing it on, meaning I'm still kind of trying to create hair-like strokes. And I like to bring it down a little bit, kind of where my eye meets the eyebrow. So if you take an angle, you look at this, I want the brow to follow the top perimeter of my eye so that it really frames the makeup. As you can see, one side is done, shaded in, and one side is not. You can see it's a lot thicker, and that I created that angular line that I wanted here. Kind of like a 125, 135 degree angle. And I see a little more sparseness right down here. But other than that, I think we're done. And I said this in the past, our eyebrows are not meant to be identical twins. They're more like sisters or close relatives, so they don't have to look exactly the same. First of all, that's not natural. Our natural brows don't both look exactly the same, and we would never be able to achieve that because we're obviously fallible humans. We don't have robots drawing on our eyebrows, but that's okay. That's what makes them have that natural look to them. So I wouldn't get too tripped up on the fact that you can't get them to look the same, because that's the beauty of it. They'll look natural and they'll be beautiful as they are. If you really want to have success in your eyebrow game, the number one thing I recommend doing before you even go and buy products is just taking a good look at your face and experimenting with different brow shapes. I've tried them all. Super thick, super thin, angular, circular, bushy, natural, thin, long, short, all of it. And I've come to the conclusion that this like bushier, more natural, but yet not overtaking the face brow is the most natural for me, but everybody is different. So just take some time and become friends with your brows. And now it's time to set them. After all that talking, I set them the same way I drew them on, meaning I follow the natural hair fall. So up by the nose and then downward going on over. That's it, we're all done. I hope you guys found this video informative and that you enjoyed it. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button to get notified whenever I post a video. Until next time, kisses, besos, pupici.
Far from this place.